Oh, I'm huge. I'm hugely romantic, and at the same time, not. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm from the school. Romance is such a subjective thing, isn't it? So it depends. You'd have to ask my missus.
What are you going to get your missus for Valentine's Day? What are you going to do this year to impress her?
I'm going to be in Siberia, so that's really impressive, isn't it? I'm going to be in like the coldest place in the world, but with her father. So do you know what I mean? So the two most important men in her life, I'm getting out of her way so she can have her day to herself.
Nice day.
Yes, in the wilderness.
So where did you come from? Budapest?
Yeah, my fiancée is working in Hungary. She's doing the World Without End. It's a Ken Follett book. They did the Pillars of the Earth, which was Emmy nominated for loads of Emmys, and Hayley Atwell was in it. Well, my fiancée Charlotte Riley's got the lead in the new one, and she's out there till December, so I went to visit her. So we call it The World Without Charlotte.
Now the two of you worked on a movie together?
We've done two together.
Which ones?
She was Kathy to my Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights, and luckily we had
An on-set romance?
well, we became very good friends there, and then we went on to do The Take together. And then after Warrior, we got together.
Okay, all right. So it was simmering there for a while.
Oh, we're good friends. She's my best friend.
So you are an athlete naturally, are you?
No, not really. I didn't. I suppose I got into athletics late in my life. When I was a little boy, I'd play at school. We'd have games and class where we'd have to do gym and stuff. But there were always bigger, stronger boys than me, and I was always kind of picked last. And when I was at school. And I don't think I really was that interested. I was in the teams, but not in the first team.
Are you enjoying being all booked? It looks great. I must say, it looks fantastic.
Some people don't like it, my missus, she's not really into it. She,
Yeah.
and I tend to adopt a different character when I've got, just in life in general. When I feel a bit bigger, I tend to be a little bit more,
A bit more bravado.
more ugh, a little bit more ugh about things. And obviously. Poor Charlie Monkey, she's only 5'5", so when I roll over in the night and I squish her, she hit me the other day in the nose when I was sleeping, and I was like, oh, is it cuddle time? She's like, oh, you're snoring.
And the Charlie Monkey that Tom talks so sweetly of is actress Charlotte Riley, who the star popped the question to last year after dating for a year.
She had information concerning a double agent.
In Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, Tom plays MI6 agent Ricky Tarr in the bleak days of the Cold War.
Many people would say it's outdated, outmoded as such, that paranoia has passed. So getting the message across is, of course, that little bit more difficult, but critics seem to be liking it. Does that matter to you?
No, I think if something has... do you know what? It's the difference between passion buying on a house, isn't it? And, paying above the odds for something that you really love. In my early part of my career, actor acts, I'll do anything, do you know what I mean? And to this day, if somebody, I will never overlook a project, but sometimes something really special comes along, and it's very rare that something this special would come along.
356, take 5.
There seems to be a bit of a turn as well. Audience seem to be, or have more of an appetite now for a more complex theme and better writing.
Good.
Have you noticed that?
No. No, it's something that we all eternally struggle with and we sort of moan about. Well, I do anyway with my actor friends, do you know what I mean, until they get bored with me. It's like, why aren't enough good scripts about? Why are we feeding the audiences? Why are they not interested in it? It's like, it's very hard to dictate, what an audience feels like watching. You know what I mean? It's like if something's quality, then it's quality. But then they might want to watch, something with the guerrilla climate about.
Come back all the way for revenge. That phrase. Can you understand that?
No.
For revenge. Are you a revengeful person?
It depends. Never say never, you know what I mean? It depends how much I'm hurt about something. So, I would never say never. But I'm also a preemptive strike type of person as well, so never to get into that sort of revenge situation. It's just go take somebody out before it even happens. It's more of a me kind of thing.
You're from London, so are you into American football at all?
I know a little bit about it. I watched it with my father when I was a kid, but not as much as obviously you do.
Right, well, yeah, I do get paid to watch it. So between the Patriots and the Falcons, if I'm going to make you choose one, you're going to root for who today?
Well, I just want to have a, I want to watch a great match. So, the Super Bowl is obviously the best match to watch. And, but my dog is from Atlanta, so, I should be supporting Falcons, but he's not here, so...
Your friend's from Atlanta? Okay, so you're
not
going to...
my dog.
Your dog.
Yeah,
your
Woody.
actual
Yeah,
dog.
he's
Your
from
actual
Peachtree,
dog.
Georgia,
I thought you were like, my dog is from Atlanta.
No,
I was like, that seems
my
like a
actual
departure, Tom, for you.
friend with full legs near.
Wait, what's his name?
Woodstock.
Woodstock is his name. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so we're going to root for Atlanta and the Patriots.
Yeah, vicariously, I'm going to root for the Falcons through Woodstock. But other people are saying you got to root for the Patriots. So I should just, I don't know anything. I just want to be here.
I used a lot of drugs, a lot of drink. Made a lot of mistakes, upset a lot of people, got arrested a lot. I would step on my own grandmother, to get a beer, like to get a bottle of whiskey. That's just the way it is. I walk into a room and I take offence to someone's hair, you know what I mean, or someone's shoes, or someone's gloves, or anything, you know what I mean, and I won't talk to them, and I look for a fight, you know what I mean, and that's the gorilla in me. You can be a big fish in a bathtub, or you can be a small fish in the ocean and grow. If you go out feeling like I've got an ace on my forehead this morning, you're going to get that come straight back to your door. And I've made a lot of decisions which could have ended up in very, very different circumstances and led me to a place which is very, very different to where I am now. I have a connection in that way to anybody who just wants to get stuff done and has the ability to do it, just needs a little bit of it.
How can I say? One word would probably sum it up. Magical.
Wow, the magical Tom is here with us now, along with Billy Webb, who you also just saw. That was fascinating. I mean, I think good to see both of you this morning, by the way, but I think a lot of people will have a certain image of you from your films, but perhaps be surprised that you have had these demons. I think you called it a gorilla, didn't you, rampaging inside you?
Yeah. It's just easier to sort of think abstract when about issues that cause fear or bother that could get in the way of doing getting in the way of doing my job or anything, or getting involved with life.
And where did you think that came from for you?
I don't know. I think my personal issues to do with alcoholism or anything like that, it's indiscriminate. I don't know if it's nature or nurture or where it came from. It just is, and it's what I have, and I have to deal with it on a daily basis.
And do you feel you're winning?
Yeah, today is a very, very good day for Tommy Hardy. Yeah.
Good to hear that. Now, you're doing all this work with the Prince's Trust, and it must be great to be involved in something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing to watch the work that the Prince's Trust actually does to help support young people, They help like 40,000 young people turn their lives around and get into the workplace. 3 out of 4 of them get into higher training or education or work in last year alone. So there's a wide range of different issues that these young people are dealing with, from homelessness to alcoholism, addiction, gangs, prison. And to see these guys turn their lives around and do something useful is amazing.
And Billy, you're
and we're an LGBT news organization, and our question is for Tom Hardy. In the film, your character Ronnie is very open about his sexuality, but given interviews you've done in the past, your own sexuality seems a bit more ambiguous. Do you find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality?
What on earth are you on about?
I was referring to an interview given to Attitude magazine a few years ago.
But what is your question?
I was wondering if you find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality.
I don't find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality. Are you asking me about my sexuality?
Sure.
Why?
Why?
Thank you.
Okay.
Were you a fan of Star Trek before you did the movie?
Not particularly, no. I mean, I always knew that it existed. Like, like Levi's jeans and Coca-Cola exist. You know that Captain Picard is the captain of the Starfleet and Starship Enterprise. Obviously, I don't know that now. It doesn't sound like I do. But you know who Kirk is, you know who Spock is, you know what the Klingons are. You Vulcans, you have an idea. It's just osmotically, it's in you. But I never followed the series, not until I actually got the job, and then I managed to watch all the Next Generation stuff and all the films.
It's an interesting storyline, having to be able to see yourself or deal with yourself at a younger age. If you were able to do that now and give your younger self some advice, what would you tell yourself? What would you change, or would you change anything?
I don't know. It's just like anything, you lead by example. So if it was a younger version of myself that I was with, I'd just try and be myself, And the worst thing you can do is advise or direct another actor anyway, or another human being. The only thing is just, if someone wants to observe somebody that they see or look up to, then they will do that no matter what. If you try to impose something upon them, inevitably you're handing them baggage.